Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll, and tonight I come to you with my garbage hand doll. And where am I on this doll? Let's take a look. There they are. Well, so far the legs and the head have been painted. Now, they have been just painted. Now, let me get over here. Alright, so here's the legs. I have them done, and I'm pretty pleased with them. Now, when it comes to the head, it's doing pretty good, but there are some places down. I will show you where I feel that I need to come back and do some spackling right in the neck here. I haven't got it on the twirly thing, so I can't twirl it around. But there are a few other places like this. Oh, let's go to the front of the face. You can see on the front of the face, up by the eye here, I would like to do a little bit more. And then down by the mouth, right in the mouth area here, you can see some little areas in here where it needs just a little bit of help. Up in this cheek, just in here, a little bit more spackling. And other than that, that's about really all I saw on this doll. Like, I didn't see anything more that, well, there are places, but they're livable. The vast majority of them have been really looked after. It is what it is, too, with this doll. She's an old doll. And like I've been saying, you can't get them all. You wish you could get the full coverage on the doll. But other than that, she's looking really good. Like, I'm really happy with her, how well she's turned out. The paint color's beautiful. Everything's just going great on this doll here. So that's wonderful. Now we're going to come back over here and we're going to talk about a situation that I'm in when it comes to this doll right here. This one was given to me by Lisa Lardis. Lisa gave me this. She gifted it to me with another little native doll. There it is, right there. Now, the problem with this doll is that it has no neck. See, it's flat, right here. Now, if the person who had the body was to go up in that body, now I'm assuming this body here, why it's on a head of its own, is because it doesn't have, it was magic skin. Magic skin, or fairy skin as they call it, rots away. It doesn't last very long at all. And the next thing you know is the body's gone over the years. And it's a real soft body. Someday I'm going to bring down some so we can see what magic skin's all about. So because it's rotted away, up in the neck would have been a wooden thing up there, which I could have used for this head. But it's not there, so I got to find something. I need a flange. This is what a flange looks like. So what you would do is put that up inside the head, into this hole here. And then this is too small, this flange. But you would put this up inside, and then you can put the body and put a zip tie around it like this to hold it inside the body. I need something bigger than this here. I need a 60mm one. So I asked for some suggestions. What would you suggest? Well, someone suggests go to the hardware store. I'm going to. I've got some ideas up in my head that maybe might work. And I'm going to have to be in there for a little while, study some things, see what I can do to make a flange, or see if there's a flange around, something that is built like this. I'm going to bring the head with me and everything. And if I need somebody to help me come up with an idea, we're going to do it. We're going to look into this. I'm not going to settle till I get a flange for this doll. Now, Antoinette answered and said, maybe go to a what is it? A woodworking place. Somebody who works with wood, and they can make their own that way. That's another thought there. I thought of that too, Antoinette. Somebody said LaDonna Briggs. She with her body, she has these here, but they're the same size. I don't think they come any bigger than this. This is the biggest they come in. I have a couple of these here. So the thing is, it comes right down to it all is, I'm going to have to get inventive. And when I do, I know there's people out there that are probably saying, hey, I have a doll head with no neck either. I don't know what to do with it. If you don't have the body for them, you're cooked. But I don't want to be cooked. So we're going to look into this and see what we can do to get a flange to go up inside this head here, and then get a body for it. I thought about using composition arms for it. I do have some composition doll parts up in my attic, but I'm starting to rethink that again, and I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I will get some like reborn vinyl and paint them myself, and just use like acrylic paint on them and paint them up to her flesh tone color. Once I clean her up and everything, we'll get a true flesh tone, and maybe I can match it up and make her some arms like that. Do some arms up maybe like that for her, and some legs as well. I don't know. I'm going to see. Maybe somebody's got sitting around some toddler legs and some toddler arms, because she's a toddler. She's, you know, she's probably going to be about I want to say anywhere between 18 to 22 inches, somewhere in there. She's a nice sized doll head. This is not a small doll head. So, yeah, I never took her measurements around. Hang on, let me see. And we can do the circumference of her head. Let's just do that right now. Get my glasses on here. I got my measuring tape sitting right here. So let's measure her head. And let's see how big around her head is. Well, her head is a 16. So if I was to wig her, she'd take a size 17 wig because she's not quite 16. Okay, it's about 16 and a half inches around her head. So she's a pretty big doll in the head-wise, you know. So, yeah, and this hole here is 60 millimeters. Yeah, it's 6 centimeters or 60 millimeters. And they go millimeters. These are all measured in millimeters, these things here. So the thing is that I can borrow, someone also said borrow from another doll, like cut a doll up. I am thinking of that too. If I can do that, I have some ideas. And almost make, if you follow me on this, is rob from a doll where I can make it into a dicky with the neck. And then insert that down into the body. Or on, I don't think on the outside would work. I could like zip tie it and then glue that on top and then insert the doll's head. But I'm wondering about putting it down inside the doll's body like a dicky. So you have a little bit of the back of the doll, a little bit of front of the doll, like a chest plate type of thing. And more like that, my doll there. Like, see how it's got a chest plate? But tuck that down inside the body. See that chest plate on there? Cut that off and see where the neck is on the doll? Keep the neck and everything and then shove that up into my doll if it would be the right size. It would have to be 60 centimeters. So that's another thought. But then you got to look for that perfect doll, and a doll that's really kind of crappy, doesn't have a lot of value, and it has to be in my area type of thing. So I got some work to do. I'm excited about it because this is an adventure and an invention. An adventurous invention? I don't know. We're going to have to invent something so that we can help dolls out like this that have no necks. That the body had the neck and the doll sat on top of that neck that's hooked to the body. So I did see also, there are toddler, I can't find it right now. I saw it on a doll. They were selling the whole reborn doll. It was a toddler that had the half body from the chest up with a neck on it. Now, would that neck be 60 millimeters across? You know, that's another thing. I don't know. There's another thought. And then put a cloth body up inside of it. There's another idea. Or the cloth body goes around like this here. This is how it would be. Okay, let's take a look at it. It would be like this. This is an F&B Baby Bubbles, but it would have the chest with the neck, and then the body would wrap around like this with a zip tie. That's another thought. Then you attach the arms and the legs onto it. The reborn arms and legs. That's another thought that we could go with. So I've got different ideas floating in my head which way to go with this. I think first I would just like to try the hardware store first. I think that's going to be my first and easiest way to go at this. And see if I can come up with something. And then get a reborn body. And I want to know what size this doll. Somebody gave me the name of this doll. And I want to look up to see what size she was. And because that means, like, if she was 20 inches, what size body would you need for a 20-inch doll? So you just have to kind of take the head into, like, measure the head, you know, to make her 18 inches. But then you got to know what size like the length of my legs I'm going to get. I have to get the legs first. That way I would know how long to make her 18 inches. You know, how long would the legs be on a toddler doll for this? I have to compare to some of my other, you know, maybe my Valentine Day baby would be a good example to use. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I got a lot of ideas running. My head is just running with ideas. I actually sleep thinking about this, going to sleep thinking about how I'm going to fix her because it excites me. I love the challenge of it. So I know what I'm up against. And all yous out there do, and put down any ideas you might think of. Maybe I've covered them all. Maybe you're like, yeah, I like those ideas, you know, and that's about the best we're going to get right now. Let's see what I can do at the what do you call it, the hardware store first. You know, yeah, it's going to be interesting, you know. I'm excited. You know, I even thought about a bottle that you could put cut the top off if it had a 60 millimeter neck on it that has screwed up plastic, you know. My head's been swimming, but it's got to be able to attach up in the head. Now, oh, here's another thing I thought about. I can put a U hook in her, and then an S hook, if you guys are following me, and then hook her down below. I don't know what would I attach it to. I'd have to take a look at the body of a reborn body. I think I've got one laying here somewhere, like a reborn doll body, a doe skin one here, and then see if I can attach the rope down to the legs around the I don't know. Going to be interesting. Something about attaching it downward, and then you could attach the head. But then again, there's not going to be a neck there. It's going to be like this head resting on a body. We need a neck, you know. I can't get away from not having a neck, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to take a look at this. And I want to find this doll online. And then what this lady gave it a name, and it is an F&B. So I can go into the F&B 1950 dolls and see what baby dolls. And let's see what we can come up with. I am going to be doing some thinking. Oh, the wheels are turning, and the smoke is coming out of my ears right now. All right, everybody, have a great night. It is 5 after 12 here, and time for me to go into the house. And, yeah, I'm having a great night tonight. And we got a busy week this week. We got a couple doctor's appointments for my daughter, and we get those out of our way, one on Monday, one on Thursday, so we're going to get those out of the way. And once we get them out of the way, then we're on to the rest of our week, you know. And yeah, so there we go. Very exciting. And this stuff is. I love the challenge. So have a great week, everybody. Leave me a comment. It doesn't have to be related to this. Anything you want to say about dolls, say Yahoo Dolls. You know. And give me a thumbs up, a like if you want to. And if you're just stopping by and you see me here and talking about my dolls and my problem, subscribe. And help with the solution of this if you can. But anyways, have a great week, everybody. May it pass fast. Don't work too hard, but enough to keep your job. All right, everybody, and may the weekend come quick. Bye-bye.